Hello there, welcome to caffeinated_crypto. As you are aware, Indian crypto investors are now opting for peer-to-peer transfers, spot trading and WhatsApp or Telegram groups to trade currencies due to unpredictable banking services being offered to exchanges by the banks. Recently, SBI blocked the receipt of funds by crypto bosses on its UPI platform. Though most top exchanges saw a surge in buying activity in the last few months, as much as 60 to 80% of all transactions are now happening through some of the new methods introduced by the crypto exchanges. Industry trackers say P2P crypto exchanges have seen a spurt in other methods such as spot trading, direct buy and sell, selling and buying through WhatsApp or Telegram groups and direct buying through mutual friends. These methods now account for almost 80% of all transactions on exchanges, up from about 10 to 15% a year ago. So in today's video we are going to discuss about P2P payments. Along with this we will also discuss on how to do P2P payments on WazirX, so video can be a bit longer. You can refer to the timestamps given in the description of the video to jump on a particular topic. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. In computer science, a peer-to-peer P2P network consists of a group of devices that collectively store and share files. Each participant, called a node, acts as an individual peer. Typically, all nodes have equal power and perform the same tasks. In financial technology, the term peer-to-peer usually refers to the exchange of cryptocurrencies or digital assets via a distributed network. A P2P platform allows buyers and sellers to execute trades without the need for intermediaries. In some cases, websites may also provide a P2P environment that connects lenders and borrowers. P2P architecture can be suitable for various use cases, but it became particularly popular in the 1990s when the first file-sharing programs were created. Today, P2P networks are at the core of most cryptocurrencies, making up a great portion of the blockchain industry. However, they are also leveraged in other distributed computing applications, including web search engines, streaming platforms, online marketplaces, and the Interplanetary File System (IPFS) web protocol. Let's now discuss about how a peer-to-peer network works. This may be a bit technical, so try to grasp as much as you can and build some sense of how a P2P network works. In essence, a P2P system is maintained by a distributed network of users. Usually, they have no central administrator or server because each node holds a copy of the files, acting both as a client and as a server to other nodes. Thus, each node can download files from other nodes or upload files to them. This is what differentiates P2P networks from the more traditional client-server systems, in which client devices download files from a centralized server. On P2P networks, the connected devices share files that are stored on their hard drives. Using software applications designed to mediate the sharing of data, users can query other devices on the network to find and download files. Once a user has downloaded a given file, they can then act as a source of that file. Put in another way, when a node acts as a client, they download files from other network nodes. But when they are working as a server, they are the source from which other nodes can download files. In practice, though, both functions can be executed at the same time. For example, downloading file A, and uploading file B. Since every node stores, transmits and receives files, P2P networks tend to be faster and more efficient as their user base grows larger. Also, their distributed architecture makes P2P systems very resistant to cyber attacks. Unlike traditional models, P2P networks don't have a single point of failure. We may categorize peer-to-peer systems according to their architecture. The three main types are called unstructured, structured, and hybrid P2P networks. We are not gonna dig into different types, but if you want you can visit my Instagram page where I post stuff like these. Now let's discuss about key difference between distributed versus decentralized. Although the P2P architecture is inherently distributed, it's important to note that there are varying degrees of decentralization. So, not all P2P networks are decentralized. In fact, many systems rely on a central authority to guide the network activity, making them somewhat centralized. For instance, some P2P file sharing systems allow users to search and download files from other users, but they are unable to participate in other processes, like managing search queries. In addition, small networks controlled by a limited user base with shared goals could also be said to have a higher degree of centralization, despite the lack of a centralized network infrastructure. In the early stages of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto defined it as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Bitcoin was created as a digital form of money. It can be transferred from one user to another through a P2P network, which manages a distributed ledger called blockchain. In this context, the P2P architecture that is inherent to blockchain technology is what allows Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to be transferred worldwide, without the need for intermediaries nor any central server. Also, anyone can set up a Bitcoin node if they wish to participate in the process of verifying and validating blocks. So, there are no banks processing or recording transactions in the Bitcoin network. Instead, the blockchain acts as a digital ledger that publicly records all activity. Basically, each node holds a copy of the blockchain and compares it to other nodes to ensure the data is accurate. The network quickly rejects any malicious activity or inaccuracy. In the context of cryptocurrency blockchains, nodes can take on a variety of different roles. Full nodes, for example, are the ones that provide security to the network by verifying transactions against the system's consensus rules. Each full node maintains a complete, updated copy of the blockchain, allowing them to participate in the collective work of verifying the true state of the distributed ledger. It's worth noting, though, that not all full validating nodes are miners. So far we have done a mini diploma in P2P. Means we have understood everything one want to know about P2P. Now we will discuss about what P2P trading is and its advantage and disadvantages. So you feel confident in your next crypto talk. So what is P2P trading? P2P trading is the act of buying and selling cryptocurrencies directly between users, without a third party or intermediary. When you buy or sell cryptocurrencies using a traditional exchange, you don't get to transact directly with the counterparty. Instead, you use charts and other market aggregators to determine the optimal time to buy, sell, or hold cryptocurrencies. The exchange organizes the transaction on your behalf, and the market price determines your final price at the time of transaction. P2P trading gives you more control over who buys your cryptocurrencies and who you buy from, the pricing and settlement time. While P2P trading gives users finer control over the process, it is vital to note that peer-to-peer transactions carry some risks when there is no third party to broker the deal. This is where an exchange like WazirX P2P becomes essential for risk-conscious users. Now, what are the advantages of P2P exchanges? 1. Global marketplace. 2. Multiple payment methods, that is, you can choose between IMPS or UPI. 3. Zero trading fees. Yes, you heard this right. 4. Secured transactions using escrow. Every advantage comes with a few disadvantages, same as with P2P trading. 1. Slower trading speeds. 2. Low liquidity. So we have now discussed everything one need to know about the term P2P. Now we will discuss about how to use WazirX P2P in very easy steps. How to place a buy order in WazirX P2P. Step 1. What you have to do is open WazirX, and on the very first page you will see P2P option marked in red on your screen. Just click on this. As soon as you click, another page with two options will appear. Just click on Buy with P2P, the option which is marked with red. With this click, a buy, sell page will appear. You can switch between buy and sell. But here I will show buy order. You can set the price in which you want to buy your USDT. Also, point to be noted here is that your order must be greater than 14.5 USDT. For example, let's type 10 and see what happens. Step 2. In this step we will create buy order and XID. Let's buy some 15 USDT and create XID. Your XID should be minimum of 4 characters. As soon as you create your XID, a matching will take place. You have to wait for matching. You will receive a call or email if order matches. Now click on P2P and then My Order. You see this in open order. Point to be noted is that a timer will appear and you have to pay the money within the time mentioned here. You can choose between IMPS or UPI. Also, if you click on I will pay, then you don't. You will face a penalty of 10 USDT. Click on pay, then a page with payment details will appear. Please note that you have to pay exactly the same amount, that is 1209.01. Don't round off. Now open any UPI platform and copy the exact details as written. Please don't round off the amount. Just pay and take a screenshot to upload on WazirX. Please cross-check again that if the payment is successful or not. If payment failed and in case you press yes, you will be penalized. As soon as you press yes, you can track your order status at My Orders. It takes a max of 4 hours to complete the order. In my case, order took only 30 minutes. And voila, now you are able to use WazirX P2P. That's it. So now we have completely discussed P2P and how to use P2P on WazirX. Download WazirX link in the description of the video. If you like the content, then please do subscribe the channel. It took a lot of effort and time to build such videos. Your host DJ signing off. Goodbye, be back soon.